Okay, guys, so there are three main categories of neurons. There are the sensory neurons, the motor neurons, and the interneurons. So what we're gonna do in the beginning is we're gonna go ahead and talk about the sensory neuron. So what is a sensory neuron? And if you hear the snoring in the background, it's my dog. Sorry about that. So the sensory neuron, all right, so this, I'm gonna write out this very long, boring definition, and then let's talk about it because nerves are so exciting. Okay, so the type of nerve, this is the type of nerve so the type of nerve cell or neuron, yep, that picks up, so you guys can be writing this with me under your notes, that picks up a stimulus. What is a stimulus? Hold that thought, guys. We're going to come right back to it. From, wonder where it could get a stimulus from. Either inside of you, which we will call internal, or outside of you, which we will call external environment. Ooh, barely got that in. I don't think I got that in. Can you guys see that? It's MENT, okay? It converts this into a nerve impulse. So it converts this stimulus into a nerve impulse. And then it sends this impulse Now remember, this impulse that we're talking about is electricity. It sends it to the brain. Oops-a-daisy, why did I not? I lost my writer. To the brain or spinal cord. Okay, so let me ask you this real quick. What exactly does it mean, or what do we mean when we say, what is a stimulus? Okay, so a stimulus right here, let me highlight this one for you guys. So what is a stimulus? What is a stimulus? Well, we know that a stimulus is, it can be light, correct? It can be sound. It can be touch. So a stimulus is something that is either coming from the outside of your body, or a stimulus can also come from the inside of your body. So a stimulus is something that causes this sensory neuron to get excited and react. So if an external stimulus, if I'm here, here's Miss Devons, yep, and I throw a ball, and here is, I don't know, let's say here's Leia and Leah together, and they're just being all nice to each other, and they're just, you know, kind of playing around, not doing much of anything. So I got my two Leias and my Leahs right here, and they don't see this ball right away, but then at the last second, Leia sees it and she catches the ball with her hand, and she saved everybody. Okay, everybody being her and Leia and Leah, okay? Okay, so her eyes saw something come, that what she saw was the ball, and her hand reacted. So the stimulus was this ball coming at her that she saw with her eyes. She could see this ball. So then this stimulus then sent a message through her optic nerve. Okay, that's a nerve in the back of your eyeball. and it sent it to the brain, and the brain processed it, and then it went ahead and told her hand, oh my gosh, you better catch that ball to save you guys. And she did. Yay! Well done, Leia. Excellent job on that one. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay? So a stimulus is something that causes a response. So you can have an outside stimulus, but guess what? You can also have an inside stimulus. So what would be an example of an inside stimulus? Well, let's say that I am out, not Miss Devons, because you know Miss Devons isn't really going to be out running, but let's say that, I'm trying to see if I can draw somebody who goes running. Okay. Let's say that Hayden and Aris are out. Yeah? They're going out for a jog. Okay. And then that's Hayden. Here's Aris. Miss Devons is such an awesome artist. I know you guys love it when I draw. I'm thinking I need to have it. Why did I ever teach when I had such an art ability, right? Okay, so Hayden and Aris are out, and they're out for a jog. And then they meet Dylan, and they meet Abby. And so Dylan and Abby are like, man, you guys are going way too slow. Let's go really fast. So Dylan and Abby are there, and they decide that they're going to go super fast, and that Hayden and Aris are just going to have to catch up. And so when they do that, they go super fast, and let's say it's really hot outside, yeah? And so these guys go from being all happy, see, these guys are all happy, to actually being kind of sad because, whoops, I just lost your faces, but we'll drop back in, because you're all hot, right? But luckily for you, your body can sense that you're getting too hot. That's an internal stimulus here. You have an internal stimulus telling your body, it's actually at the base of your brain called your hypothalamus, but you don't need to know that. But what you do need to know is that it's coming from within your body. It's inside your body, and it's telling your body, hey man, I'm really hot. Go drink some water. So guess what you guys do? You drink some water to cool off. You probably even put your head underneath the water fountain, and then everybody is happy again because everybody is cool and nobody is hot. But you had an internal stimulus telling you guys that you got hot and you needed to drink water and cool off. Drink ice water, in fact. Drink ice water. So there was something on the inside of you, a stimulus on the inside that recognized your body temperature was too hot for your cells. And that actually occurred in your hypothalamus. You don't need to know it's your hypothalamus. That's part of your brain. Kind of cool though, right? Because that's what we are studying. But it's there, and it provides this stimulus, tells your nerves to then get in contact with all of your organs, that tells your throat, your stomach, the back of your throat, your mouth, hey man, we're really, really thirsty and hot. You need to cool off. And you do. So a stimulus can be both internal, this is this one down here, right, where we got too hot, or external, where Leia saved Leah from Miss Devon's really bad throw. Bad, Miss Devon's bad throw. Ooh, okay? So a stimulus is either something that's internal or external that your senses pick up. These sensory neurons pick up. And then they convert that stimulus that they see, they convert that signal into an electrical impulse, and they send it to the brain. Or, depending on what it is, they can send it directly to the spinal cord. And when they do that, your brain processes it and decides what to do next. Okay, guys, real quick here. So what I did is I broke down a couple of things that I want you guys to write down as well. So I'm writing this down with you. So we want to look at neurons, and we want to look at nerves. And we want to kind of compare them together. So first, let's go ahead and list in a neuron. Well, what is a neuron? And we already told you that a neuron is an individual cell, right? Okay. It is super tiny. In fact, it's so tiny, what do you think we need to see it? A microscope. So what do we call it? Microscopic. A nerve, on the other hand, is a bundle of nerve cells or a bundle of neurons, right? So by a bundle, I mean it's a whole bunch of them put together. And then you have the capillaries in there and arteries even. But if we look at that, we have this like a rope bundle, right? Remember that picture I showed you? So if this is my nerve, I have all of these little neurons inside there. Plus inside there I could have, oh yes, some blood vessels. Yeah, capillaries, veins. Okay, so nerves are bundles of neurons. Wait, hopefully this works this time, guys. Okay, and because they're bundles, hundreds of thousands of them. Oh, see, it's working this time. So hundreds of thousands of nerve cells or neurons put together. And guess what? Are they microscopic? No way, Jose. They are big, large. You can see them with your eye. Okay? So this is what we have so far. We'll come back to this in just a little bit. Okay.